Good morning, Charlie. We are talking about Italian-style coffee and pastries that you can only find in one place in the United States. Coming up, we are taking you inside the specialty shop. That's all in the Fox 5 Morning News.
Wake me up before you go. Leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up.
Okay, are you looking to perk up your, it's time to bust out the, what is this? It's called a prop. You want to perk up your average cup of joe.
Well, Heather Ford, she's live in Hillcrest to show us a new style of coffee. Hey, Heather.
Hey, I created some magic for both of my beautiful women back there in the studio and that handsome young man, Raul. I made you guys some specialty drinks to make sure that you, rise and shine this morning. So that's the Baby Mama Java that I created for you two girls back in the studio. It's some sort of skinny, non-dairy decaf latte. It's just wonderful. First of all, this morning, I am pretty much keeping my hand attached to this mug. I figure, why do we even need fingers? We might as well just have a mug-shaped hand because that's what you need. And sometimes my drink of choice is an Americano. Love Americanos. So where we are at this morning is a specialty shop in Hillcrest that just opened up. I want to introduce to you Hector. So Hector, tell me a little bit about this place. It's Caffe Vergnano, 1882. And we're talking about Italian coffee roasting that's 130 years old.
Right. We have been roasting coffee since 1882. We have 53 locations around the world, but this is the first one in the United States. That's the important thing.
Ever.
Right.
So my friends come back from Europe and they're telling me, Heather, it's just we drink trash for coffee in the United States. So what's different? Why is it different in Italy than it is here?
Well, what we do essentially is we blend coffees. We have beans coming from every part of the world. We roast them separately. We try to get the best flavor out of each bean, and then we blend them together. It doesn't get in touch with oxygens. It comes right here sealed, and we just grind it on demand at the moment we do the coffee. So it takes 27 seconds and 130 years of history to do that product that we have.
To make it absolutely perfect. I tell you what, it's working for me this morning. Let's get over here and take a look at this nifty machine, because your espresso maker over here is, pretty expensive. How much does it cost for one of these?
It's around $12,000, 12,000 euros.
12,000 euros. Okay.
Right.
And so Katie over here is making some drinks for us. What is a specialty drink in Italy that maybe is different from something we would have over here in the United States?
Well, the espresso is the flag drink. Espresso is everything. Espresso is the base to make the drinks for the cappuccino, for the latte macchiato, for the marocchino. The whole substance is in making a good espresso. Then the rest is just, decor.
Okay. Now, I heard a little myth. I always thought the espresso shots had the most caffeine, but I'm guessing, and what I've heard from you this morning, is espresso actually has less caffeine than a cup of coffee?
If it's a regular drip coffee, yes, because our regular coffee is made with one espresso that has one quantity of caffeine. But then if you have a drip coffee, you will have the quantity of that espresso plus all the water coming down with all the caffeine added. So it's a little bit more caffeine, but it's still adding as much drip coffee you're putting into the cup, more caffeine you have.
It's the amount. I get it. Okay, so girls, are you enjoying what you've got over there? Raul, I made you something super sweet, something mocha wonderful, cappuccino, chino, cafe latte, something.
Chino, cafe, latte, mate, mocha, woka, Heather Ford. This is delicious.
Am I talking really fast? I've already had way too much coffee this morning.
So have I, but you know what? I welcome it. It's what we need to get through our morning show. Look at Russo. Russo's literally
I was making out with my cup.
Holy mackerel.
I was making out with it, Heather. It's so delicious. I want to marry it. So good, so good. I just took a little sippy sip and was like, bah! Explosion of taste. Delicious.
It's the little things, Russo. It's the little things.
Casa del Café dal, I don't know how to say 1882. Casa del Café dal 1882. Heather Ford, thank you.
Vergnano.
Vergnano. No, really, thank you.
Serving all of San Diego, this is your Fox 5 News.
Good morning. We are talking about Italian-style coffee right here in San Diego. Coming up, we are telling you about the perfect espresso shot. That's all in the Fox 5 Morning News.
Back to how it was.
Well, Heather Ford, she is live in Hillcrest this morning with one of the oldest names in the coffee industry. She's teaching us about the art of making an Italian cup of joe. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning. That's right. So the difference between coffee in Italy and over here is that they only make espresso. So there's no drip coffee made here. And we are telling you how to make the perfect shot of espresso. I'm already doing cartwheels because I've had several shots of espresso this morning. We're having a lot of fun here. It's Caffe Vergnano. They just opened their doors here in Hillcrest. Hector, you're the owner here. So for 130 years, you've been making coffee, or Caffe Vergnano. The name has been making coffee in Italy. You're like, Heather, I'm not 130 years old. And so let's talk about this. Katie over here is our barista, and she's going to be putting together the perfect shot of espresso.
Right. She's grinding the coffee on demand. As you may see, the coffee comes from a can that is sealed from Italy. We just grind it at the moment we do the coffee. She's going to put the right pressure in it in order to have the consistencies that the steam.
So the pressure matters.
Right. The pressure is very important. And then she's going to clean it up, put the group in it, and then she's going to pour for 27 seconds what should come out as a perfect espresso.
So you were telling me before this machine is about $15,000, and I'm just going to take a guess, but I would say that it's probably something about that machine that makes the espresso just right.
Well, let's say that it's the calibration of the machine is really important, and
Okay.
And this machine can be automatic, could be manually used one, and they work with it in a semi-automatic way, so they can get the better espresso out of it.
Okay, Katie, what is this drink right here that you've made? You are just a little artist over here, and this is beautiful. What is that?
That's a Matachino Bicolore. It has Nutella on one side and has white chocolate on the other. With
Nutella? Oh,
yes,
yum.
yes, with a latte in the center.
Okay, you have a lot of fun doing this, don't you?
I love it.
Look at this. You made it all pretty. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so there's a special way that you serve espresso here. Katie, let's look at this really quick if we can see. So this is the shot of espresso. And then, Hector, explain for us why it's served this way with the water and the espresso shot.
What we want is to get the best flavor of the espresso we just made. So the glass of water needs to be drank before to rinse the mouth, just to clear it out in order to have the best taste of the espresso you're going to have. You will have the whole flavor in
Okay,
it.
so let's do this. We want to clean out. Charlie, what do you say? One more shot? Why not? Here's
Just
to
do
Friday.
it. Shot, shot, shot.
Woo! Oh, that's good. That is
I
good.
can
I tell
taste
you
it.
what, if I wasn't doing cartwheels already, I will be now.
I'm so jealous, Heather. I'm so jealous. 4 more months, 4 more months. Thank you, Heather. 4 more months, 4 more months.
So jealous. I could do like 100 of those shots of the espresso.
Really?
It's good stuff.